Dionne Adessa got the mind of a winner. It goes on inside you.
Welcome, Connect to Jam, Connect to Jam. Come in.
No working, stop. Preserving reggae sensations. Connecting generations. Help them spread to all nations through positive vibrations.
Welcome, Connect to Jam. Yes, roping, darlings, energy.
Help them spread to all nations through positive vibrations.
Hey.
Positive vibrations. Help them strength to all nations through positive vibrations. Big up yourself, Dionne Adessa, the Connect to Jam show. I am Boss says so. You're large. Boom!
Welcome. This is Dionne Adessa, darling, of course, darling of all darlings, darling of the reggae team, just a darling ting. Welcome to another episode of the Connect to Jam show on this Wednesday afternoon. Greetings, darlings. I see all of you lot. Zion Gate, Wagwan. Come in, fire. Share up the ting and ting. Bounce. Hey. Sharing the positive vibes. Sending out the love to ones, no matter where you are in the world. We are connecting to the jam. All right. On this another Wednesday afternoon, big up to everybody locked in right now. Share. Sandra Williams, big up yourself, darling. You were the most recent competition winner for the Connect to Jam show. She was on a sharing blitz and she did her thing, and now Royal House Products is sending her some things for their website. Every single Friday, check out the Connect to Jam show and share for your opportunity to become a winner. Speaking of Royal House Products, my skin looks way clean and smooth, right? Because it's the whole CMOS thing that is actually taking over the whole world right now. CMOS face mask is what leaves my skin looking smooth, fresh and clean. RoyalHouseProducts.com. JDT Teeth Whitening too. My teeth, they keep me on point over there in West Hartford, Connecticut, where they will give you affordable prices, right? The summertime is coming up. Level. The summertime is coming up, and we want to raise up out of this quarantine thing looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and rah. JDT Teeth Whitening can help you with that. And big up to ASAP Records, Father Denroy Morgan, who endorses the Connect to Jam show. I'll do anything for you. Big up yourself and the whole Morgan Heritage family over there in St. Thomas, and worldwide endorsing the darling of all darlings on the Connect to Jam show. Sandra Williams says, give thanks. Zion Gate Denver. Big up yourself and everybody else. Like, share up the thing. We're talking about our black melanin today. We're talking about where we come from today. When we are having knowledge of self today. We're not taking their labels today. Are you mad? Not right here on the Connect to Jam show, mate. So stay tuned. We're gonna share the knowledge. We're gonna learn. We're gonna increase our own self of knowledge today. That word black, do you know where it came from? If you don't, or if you do, stay here. Teach one, each one teach one. If you don't know, stay here even more. We're gonna share up the ting. Up, massive. And guess what? A little bit later in the show, we are virtually traveling to Nairobi, Kenya. We're checking in with Puppa, Vinny, who is a podcaster over there. And we're doing the quarantine checks. We're checking on our darlings all over the world. And we just want to see Wagwan in this time, in this day, and if you lot are all right. Health and wealth to all nations through positive vibrations. Share the Connect to Jam show. Share. Also available on YouTube as well. But for now, let's go into Holiday by Russ Denroy Morgan. And this song, before we play it, this song is the national anthem to making His Majesty's coronation an international holiday on November 2nd. So we, and I say we, are part of the Connect to Jam show, were and still is on a mission to make that happen. We went to Jamaica, we traveled, I hosted shows from Negril to Portland to where else, St. Thomas, and we just went around and we just did our things, gathering signatures. So the way for you to be a part of this world-changing moment in history is to go to unday4haileselassie.org and leave your signature, leave your name, and we're going to claim something for our own, as in our own holiday. All right, Day for Haile Selassie, stay tuned. Darlings, I'm going to check in with you right now. The comments are flowing, the love hearts are flying, and I'm going to check right in with you, right? Holiday by Denroy Morgan. That we can call a holy day. Big up, big up, big up. Yes, love you too, love you too. I'm going to put on my other phone so I can see you lot live in real time.
People need a holiday,
Hey, hey, hey.
that they can call a holy day. May people need a holiday, that they can call a holy day. Ooh, I see your mission on Christmas Day. You say Good Friday was a holy day. You crucified the Savior, just sent to save us. You changed his image, you tried to deceive us. You filled the churches with rules and lies that kept us gazing up in the sky. The words of Jesus, he's here to stay. The root of
Hold up. Holiday, holiday by Denroy Morgan now. Holiday. Call a holy day. Yes, this is the national, not the national anthem, but it is the song for the whole movement, right? And it's a call to action. Holiday by Denroy Morgan. Moving on, moving forward. Let's get the next one. Let's get the next one. Guide over us. Sizzla, Kalanji. Time. Hold up. Sizzla, Kalanji. Guide over us. Guide over us, level, big selector. Guide over us, yeah? We're calling on the blessings for all my darlings locked in right now, sharing right now, liking right now, loving right now. The vibes are up. Welcome to Connect to Jam. If it's your first time, you're in the right place. If it's your second, third, or fourth time, you don't know. Welcome back, darling. Let me see who's locked on in the lines. Or ting. Zion, pick up yourself. Zion K, Denver Originals. Alfonso, Yuri. Okay, I see you, I see you, yeah? Let me praise to just guide over all of us. Yes, big up to Dada Sizzla Kalonji over there, Judgment Yard, doing his thing. On the Connect to Jam show page, you can see this morning, he's over there tilling the earth and planting up the food and doing his thing, self-sufficiency ting and ting and ting. Let's play one more by Sizzla Kalonji. All right, darlings, Connect to Jam. Crazy, John. Hearts I love, share up the ting and ting and ting. Yes, Rankin, Kenya, we're coming to you, Jumbo, Nairobi, you don't know, Asante Sana. Praise Jah, any emperor, king of kings. You are good, how to express, yes, bounce, bounce. Yeah, drumming. Nations through positive vibrations. You're locked into the Connect to Jam show. This is Queen Dionne Adessa, darling. Christ in his kingly character. Garnet, character. Connect to Jam, welcome darlings. It's an experience, isn't it? Isn't it? It's a vibe, isn't it? In the background, sounds of Garnet, silkingly character. Big up to everybody locked in. Let me just check in. Big you lot up to let you know that I see you. I see you. Stay here. Enjoy the journey and share up the ting and ting and ting. You alright? He says he's in love. Yes, I see you, I see you, I see you, love. Serious now, yeah? Time to get serious now, yeah? Let's just, yeah. Vibe. So, connect to Jam, preserving reggae sensations, connecting generations, health and wealth to all nations through positive vibration. Before I go into this, behind me is products from our sponsor, Royal House Products. Sea moss, a quarter-pound bag of sea moss right here, $9.99. Do you know what sea moss does for you? Do you know how important it is to have sea moss in your life? 92 of the 102 essential nutrients, minerals it has with it, okay? So sea moss is the way to go, period. There's a lot to say. I can go into the history. I can talk about how I was grown up on it, how my grandparents grew up on it, and now the world is following suit and it's trending and everyone else wants it, especially in this time of COVID-19. All for your immune system needs. $10, royalhouseproducts.com. And then there's also the lip balm and the soaps. Check it out, royalhouseproducts.com. All right, so moving on, right? So we are logging into Nairobi, Kenya today, and we're gonna link up with Vinny. We're gonna link up with Puppa Vinny over there that does his thing. He's like a media mogul at events kahuna, and he is, when it comes to music, reggae music, when it comes to entertainment in Nairobi, Kenya, he's the person to contact, to follow on that one, yeah? Yes. So like I said, this time, this moment is actually, and I'm gonna actually take a seat and I'm gonna talk to you lot big and serious, yeah? Yeah, level that. So I'm gonna talk to you lot now. Let me position myself, if I can. Okay, so black, what does it mean to be black to you? What does black mean? What does it mean? Think about it, and if you have any comments and stuff, you can definitely chime in on that. So the other day, I had a conversation with a child, with my daughter, and she asked me, Mommy, where did the word black come from? Because when you think of the word black, well, this is not what she's saying. She's asking me, where does the word black come from, yeah? So we just went straight to the dictionary, the Webster's dictionary. When you look up the word black, you have things such as darkness, of course, opaque, where there's no way of light getting through, which is a lie, but I'll go into that a little bit later. And, you know, just disaster. When you think of words that have negative connotations, the black market, blackmail, black magic, you know what I mean? It's like all associated with these negative terms. So what we're going to do today, darlings, we're going to go in, we're going to touch upon some subjects, and this is not for the weak hearts, it's not for the weak-minded. This is for the people that wants to keep their minds open and wants to grow, wants to leave their comfort zone and stretch out into the unknown, the knowingly unknown. Everything you know, you will question. Everything you know, everything you have learned, you will wonder, how true is it? So big up to all my people with melanin in their skin. If you are darker skinned, you have more melanin. Melanin is a chemical of carbon, which is found in the earth. It is energized, it gives you energy. It's a pure substance that we as black people have naturally. Do you know that the oils that they dig for in the Middle East and in places such as Africa is carbon? turned into a substance of oil. Carbon is what melanin is. I'm going to let that one sink in for a minute. And I'm also going to check on the comments because we have to definitely interact with this one. So melanin is carbon, which forms a black oil, which so many nations fight over. And oil comes about after millions of years of decomposed bodies, human bodies, animal bodies, plant substance. After millions of years of rotting in the land, you know, it turns into oil. Carbon transforms. The same carbon that the people are fighting for, the same carbon that gives you energy, is what makes your skin darker. Think about that. And there's a lot of us today, not by any accident, that hate our melanin, that hate the color of their skin, that are very uncomfortable with the way that they look because their skin is darker and because of society tells them that they need to be lighter. But your darker skin is your melanin. When you hear that word melanin, when you say that word melanin, now it will mean and feel different to you. It's not just a trend, it's not just a hashtag. Understand who we are. Understand where we're coming from. This is the knowledge, preserving reggae sensations, connecting generation, health and wealth to all nations through positive vibrations. Connected jam. Yes, yes. So moving forward, right? Black. Back to that conversation when my daughter asked me, she said, "Mommy, where does the word black come from?" And at that moment, you know, I didn't quite know what to answer her. I was a bit shocked, really. I was a little bit shocked. But then I went more into it, and I'm going to share this with you. And darlings, I see your comments coming through. Definitely going to follow up on that with you. And after this, have a one-on-one after the show conversation on IG. So anyhow, black history, the word black has different meanings depending on where you're looking at it, right? In Proverbs 22:1, it states that a good name is better than fine gold. Our ancestors understood this concept. Your name is everything. What you call yourself is everything and will determine your trajectory. How you think of yourself, level please, will determine that trajectory in your life, your journey in your life, right? So who are we? Who were we before today, before 2020, where we're calling ourselves black? We are Asiatic, okay? That is the word, Asiatic. Yes, Kushite Moors. Asiatic Kushite Moors. So I'm going to tell you that brief timeline, right? So if anybody, looking at you, that black girl or that black boy, you're saying to yourself, no matter what no one else calls you, you know you are Asiatic Kushite Moor. Or if you want to add black to it, because you don't know, we're in the time that we're living in, a black Asiatic Kushite Moor. Asiatic was a prehistoric term that people with melanin will call themselves, Asiatic. And as time went on, these terms changed. So the prehistoric word is Asiatic. Moving down the timeline now, the word Kushite comes into it. That's how they describe themselves. That's who we are. So moving down the timeline now, the Moors. Then we called ourselves Moors. Moors out of Egyptian rules. The Moors that spread it into Europe in places Spain, Italy, okay? And with this knowledge, they took it with them to Europe. So everything you're seeing, everything you're hearing, everything they're teaching you in the books comes from the Moors in Africa. And Europeans have acknowledged our greatness and have picked up our teachings, used it in their own way, good, bad, yay or nay, depends who you're asking. But they've used it in their own way, and it came from us as Moors, M-O-O-R, okay? So now we're going to bring in slavery into the thing. When slavery came about after the Egyptian rule, where we called ourselves Moors, right? The Europeans saw these Kushites, they saw the Moors, they saw the Egyptians, they saw the Ethiopians. All of these words mean black. Egyptian means black, Ethiopian means black, Moor means black, Kushite means black, Kemet means black, Asiatic means black. Asiatic is the greatness, just the umbrella for all of these different terms because it's the foundation. Regardless of what you want to call yourself, black, African American, Kushite, we are all Asiatic. And that is what they know. They, whoever they is, that's what they know. But do you know? Do we know? Do you think we know, judging by how we're going on in this world today? Do you think we know? It's no judgment thing. It's just about a connection thing. And ting. Please feel free to chime in, and I'm going to look at those comments. I just have to get my thoughts out there to all of you lot. All right, so, and then I'm going to tell you Asiatic, the word Asiatic means world citizen, first of creation, mother and father of civilization, science person, and the temple of the most high God. That's what Asiatic means. That is you, my darling with melanin, you. So let's move forward, and I'm gonna check, let me check the comments. I'm gonna see if you lot want to chime in on this. Anyway, anyhow, Omega, yes, vibes. All right, bless up. You lot okay? You're just enjoying the vibe right now. Heart to love. I see a lot of hearts coming across. Red, gold, and green. Don't worry. If you want to talk up a bit more, we could do that on IG after the show, and I can probably call one of you lot on camera with me as well, right? So let's move on. I explained your melanin and that it is actually carbon, right? Coal is also made out of carbon, and guess what, darling? Diamonds is made from carbon, the same carbon that you have in your body. Right? Don't get me wrong, every human being has carbon to an extent, but the darker your skin, the more you have your carbon, your melanin. And that's what they want, darling. Don't you see? Don't you see? That's what they want from you, and you're over here underestimating yourself, young girl. Big man, you are Asiatic, we are Asiatic, Kushite Moors. And once someone ever tries to test you, tries to cross you in any old way, you say those names, you say those terms, my darling, it's over. They can't step to you no other way. What you think, say, I'm just one little black girl lost because I like to wind up my body and ting and ting. All right, so let's move on now. Hope you are okay. I told you, this is not for the fainted hearts. It's not for the weak minds. It's for the revolutionaries, okay? It's for the trailblazers, it's for the thinkers, and it's for the people that want to do so but don't even know where to start. Yeah, so. Bounce. Let that bounce a bit. Turn it up a bit. Energy. And Queen of Sheba, Nanny of the Maroons. What your thing said? Yeah. All is well. So anyway, I'm going to bring you back. I'm talking about the black words, right? The descriptions for black people from Asiatic to Kushite to Moor to Negro. Let's talk about that Negro word, darling. Negro came about during the slave trade. The same people that came to Africa to take away us Kushites, to take away us Moors, to take away the Asiatic people, right? So then they say, listen, what? We can't have these people in bondage and let them remember who they are you mad? No, sir. They pushed that to the side. So now we're walking around as Asiatic, we're walking around as Moors, we're walking around as Kushites. We're walking around, and then we don't even know that they this because this was what their plan was. You can look up things like Willie Lynch, right? Where there is a formula. There's a formula to make the Kushite not remember her. There's a formula to make the Moor not remember her. There's a formula to make the Asiatic not to remember her. There's a formula. The Willie Lynch is the formula. That's a whole nother letter that was written to keep us down. So that word Negro now came about during the slave trade to make us forget who we are, right? So they brought in the word Negro. Negro comes from the word negro, Spanish, Espanol. Espanol from the Spaniards, them, the Spanish Inquisition, all of them things there. The word Negro came about from that. What Negro means is what a lot of us are calling ourselves. We're calling ourselves worse than Negro. We're calling ourselves the other N-word. No judgment, no ting. You know what I mean? It's not no ting, but it's a knowledge thing, having knowledge of self and growing and ting and ting and ting.
A person, it means a thing.
A thing, that's what I was just getting to. Negro doesn't even mean a person. It means a thing, no life. It comes from the Spanish meaning. It's a lifeless thing. It does not mean a black person. It's the Latin word of Negro means neither here nor there. Boom! Drop a bomb for that. The Latin word for Negro means neither here nor there. Ah, darling. We can look around and see a lot of here nor there people with a lot of melanin in their skin because the formula has worked to a certain degree. Do you understand? The formula has worked to a certain degree where a lot of us Asiatic, Kushite, Moors don't remember who we are. We just adapt this term of Negro. The nigga. You get me? We attack that role, so therefore it's the self-fulfilling prophecy. The self-fulfilling prophecy within psychology is when a parent, a person of authority has a certain requirement or expectation from a child, but that requirement could be this big or it could be that big. The self-fulfilling prophecy is that that child will fulfill your small requirement of him or your small requirement of her. It's the self-fulfilling prophecy. So now our self-fulfilling prophecies, and I'm going to say our, I know who I am as an Asiatic Kushite Moor woman. I know who I am, but I've trod that road of the black girl lost. What? I've been down that road. Are you mad? And that road is what led me here. You think I'm going to just shun them people there? No, sir. I understand. I overstand. And that's why I'm here to just share with you lot straight up. But know yourself, know your worth, darling. Okay? So, yes, back to that Latin word of Negro, meaning neither here nor there. The Europeans learned from us Moors, and back from in the Italian Renaissance. That's a whole nother thing. The Italian Renaissance now, which took place in Italy from 711 AD to about 14 something AD. And I say 14 something because I only speak when I know the facts. Right now the year is a little bit confusing in my mind, but it's from 711 AD to about 14 something AD.
1774 AD.
1774 AD. Thank you. 711 AD to 1774 AD was when the Italian Renaissance took place. And the Moors were in Italy, and guess what? They took the same information, the same liberty from Italy from Africa over to Italy. Egypt over to Italy. They took that same information and the Italians used it. And names such as Shakespeare, darling, names such as Isaac Newton, names such as John Locke and Rousseau during the Italian Renaissance all stem from Moors, darling. And Moor is who we are. They took the Kushites, they took the Moors, they took the Asiatic people away from Africa, and they gave them new names such as Negro, such as Brown, such as Smith, and they made us forget where we're coming from. But guess what? Connect to Jam, we're connecting generations, help the wealth to all nations through positive vibrations. I see the comments coming through. I'm going to actually check them out right now. We're going to play some tunes for you, and I'm going to get Puppa Vinny on the line right there, Nairobi, Kenya. So stay tuned. We're going to talk up some more. Like I said, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the weak-minded. This is Connect to Jam. You must grow. You must leave your comfort zone. All right, next on the playlist, what we have, Selector? What we have?
We have Survival Plan.
Survival Plan. Yes. Big you, Survival Plan. Pick up yourself. No. We need a Survival Plan, darling. Some of them don't have ready at all. Say that some of them are holler, some are ball. And why are some of them don't have ready at all? I say some of it no for some of it. Alright, let me stand up now, y'all wanna dance, man. Back to one thing. Say that some of them are holler, some are ball. Survival! Blue all the geese love is all I dream. Connect the Jam Show. Yes, yes. Let's say Adessa, looking at your comments right now. Bridget Leggett, well on, darling, long time. Oh, give thanks, Curry. It's unknown. Thank you for joining the journey. It's building noise. Something, I see. Alright, yes, the comments are coming in. Enough love, level. So enough love, I see the comments coming through, I see the discussion, loving it, that's what it's about. I saw someone said we're not black, we are bronze, but guess what, darling, we are, we can see ourselves, level for a second, we can see ourselves, right? And I want to get that person's name, but you know who you are. You commented, we're not black, we're bronze, right? And of course, a little kid could say, Mommy, why do we call ourselves black when we're obviously brown? However, the word black was, yes, put upon us, and we managed to refine that energy and bring it into our own power. And if you have any questions, you can just refer to J.A. Moor and how in history we've adapted the word black and made it work for us in many different ways. So we are where we are today. All right, we're brown, of course, but the word black, of course, means power to the people for us. All right, now that's Big U, Survivor. I'm gonna get Puppa, Vinny on the line, and we're going to Nairobi, Kenya, checking on the darlings. You're locked into Connect to Jam. This is Queen Dionne Adessa, darling. Yeah, boom. Sounds of Barrington Levy. Teach the youth them, teach the youth them.
Connect the Jam Show. The Queen Dionne Adessa. Kenya, Jumbo, Nairobi, we're coming to you. Level. Yes, sounds of Barrington Levy, teach the youth. Welcome to Connect to Jam. Hopefully you lot are sharing. And guess what? We are virtually traveling the globe. We are on a worldwide tour. Level that, please. We're on a worldwide tour. First stop was Botswana. Second stop on the tour was Australia. Third stop was Utah in the United States of America. Fourth stop, we went to Japan. Fifth stop, we went to California. And now for our sixth stop, ladies, my darlings, we are coming to you. Jambo to Kenya, stand up, Puppa. Vinny, you alright?
Me there, man. What?
Hey, what on, Jambo? We are in Kenya. Yes. So guess what, Vinny, as you know, the Connect to Jam, we're just checking in on ones-on-ones, making sure you lot are healthy, seeing how you're adapting to this whole new way of life, and what you do to basically remain on top of your game in such a time like this. All right. So, Papa, Vinny, just explain to the people who you are and what you do.
Yeah, man, I'm a podcaster for Liz Reggae Invasion podcast.
Yeah.
Streaming live from Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes, I.
But also I do publicity and I speak about the culture. So I write for a couple of publications from Nairobi.
Okay, so you're a writer, you're a podcaster, and you are very involved in your community over there in Nairobi, Kenya. So for the darlings, right? So for us that have never visited Africa, anywhere in Africa, or even specifically Kenya, explain Kenya to us. Describe it.
It's a beautiful tropical land.
Yes. Yes.
So it's sun, it's a bit of rain.
So right now, is it summer?
Like some of the most warmest people ever.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Say that last line again.
Some of the most warmest people ever in the world.
Yes, some of the warmest people ever. You're so right. I'll say that every time I speak to somebody from Kenya, the first thing is, come home. That's what they say.
Yeah,
come home. And it makes me want to
man.
cry because as simple as something as come home, I want to find my home, you know. I'm not like you lot in Africa where you're born there, you know, your mom, your granddad, you can probably search your line. For ones like myself, we are on the journey for repatriation and to get back home. So big ups to everybody in Kenya for that. And I have to ask, on that same note, Papa Vinny, what do they teach you in school as far as Black history in Kenya?
I think it's basically African history, but we don't learn so much of it.
You don't learn so much of it.
So we learn depending on each level of class you are.
Yeah.
You get to learn something about Africa, then they translate it as well to another country around the world as well.
Really? So just give me just like a brief summary of what that looks like in school. So during history class, yeah.
Yeah, so you will learn about your country, then how people fought for independence for your country.
Yeah.
So that will be like Kenyan history with a touch of maybe British history as well.
Okay. So as far as British history now, what do they teach you?
They just teach you about these British people who are ruling Kenya. So people like Sir Evelyn Baring, who was the governor for Kenya at the time before the run up to the independence. You will learn about people who are running the camps when the Africans were tied down in Kenya.
Yes.
Who are leading some of the British soldiers to fight against Kenyans as well. So it's basically kind of that as well. So as we keep on progressing now, you start learning about history around Africa. So you learn about Ethiopia, you learn about Uganda, Tanzania as well, Mwalimu Nyerere with the system of communism, which is the Umoja Pamoja, you know, the system as well of communism.
Yeah. Okay, interested. I've always wanted to know that actually. I guess I was expecting, or I would like to have heard that you learn about the ancient Africa. You know, like the Mansa Musas, even the Shakas. They don't teach you about that stuff?
That's a good point. So you see why I say it's kind of history where they control it.
Yeah.
Because someone like me, I came to learn about Mansa Musa way late, you know.
By yourself, like not in.
By myself.
Wow.
I remember I was listening to this reggae music, and he mentioned of history of Africa. I know of the richest man to have ever lived.
Yeah.
Mansa Musa, and no one can compare his wealth to anything. And I was like, whoa.
Right. Wow. So you learned, you as a African resident, a citizen of Africa, had to listen to reggae music to learn about kings such as Mansa Musa, the richest man on earth.
Yes.
Wow.
So like I feel like the awakening towards reggae music is what like really drew me deep to learn about history.
Yes.
So when I had Vinny Man say Stephen Biko.
Yes.
Then I went to read about Stephen Biko in South Africa. I was like, boy.
Yes. And then you learned that, and you learned that through Beanie Man, a DJ, a dancehall DJ. You had to learn.
Yeah, man.
That's that's like crazy to me. Not even amazing. It's madness because you're in Africa, in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, and which I, again, you know, as an outsider, just had the conception that you, as an African resident citizen, are learning African history. But it took for you to listen to reggae music to hear a glimpse of something that you wanted more of.
Yeah, so listen to this. You see how they tell you, like, they control the narrative?
Yes.
So I kind of think it's a kind of the same thing.
Yes. Controlling the narrative.
So the guys control what you're supposed to learn, what you're supposed to know.
Yes, yes, of course. Wow, that's deep. That's very deep. And thank you for your time again. So moving on, right? And we are in a quarantine shutdown ting. What's the atmosphere like in Nairobi right now?
Most people are indoors, but it's kind of divided as well, because you know most people in Kenya it's kind of like the society where most people depend on hand to mouth.
Yes.
So with the curfew and the lockdown, most of the middle class families are really in a struggle right now.
Okay. Now, is your government providing any type of assistance?
So there was one, the government would provide assistance to kind of people who are really hard, but we haven't seen kind of any assistance from the government.
Okay, is that normal?
Directly. I will speak on my part. I don't know for other people. Maybe some people have received any help, but on my part, no yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, God. So now, given that you're in a position in a shutdown, quarantine, curfew thing, as a media person who's used to being on road, what are you doing now to maintain that energy, to keep that flowing?
It's hard. It's challenging one. I have to admit this one.
Yeah.
It's quite hard. I think I'm learning about self-discipline, which is kind of hard for everyone. But I think once in a while, if I get a chance, I take little walks around where I stay.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to maintain less interaction with people, as the government has said.
Right.
So most of the things that I'm doing are mostly online. So I do like Zoom meetings online.
Right.
And then follow up with the emails, and then follow up with WhatsApp as well.
Okay, seen. So what is the expectation? When are you going to be able to, I guess, free up and go outside again? Are they giving you any news on that?
So they kind of say that the schools might resume in June.
Okay.
But most people are still feeling that it will keep on continuing, because there was one that are going to do mass testing, but they still not a structure for mass testing at the moment.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, definitely sending health and wealth out to everyone in Kenya and all over that's looked in and checking in right now, period. So thank you, and I'm going to, we got to keep this flowing. We got to keep the show going. Vinny, where can we find you?
Yeah, man, at Lay's Reggae Podcast on all social media platforms. Mixcloud, SoundCloud.
Okay, on Lay's Reggae Podcast. Check Vinny out and check out his work, see what's going on in Nairobi, Kenya, and keep the link. We're here to connect everyone and to make sure that everyone is healthy and wealthy. Vinny, leave us with some type of words of encouragement or something. Shout out to your people that's in the chat right now, on the live.
Basically, I want to send a big shout out to my family tuned in right now.
Yes.
My brother is tuning in. I want to send also a big shout out to my partner who keeps on supporting me, Kelly. She's tuning all the way from the US as well.
Okay, big up to Kerry, big up to your brother.
Big up to everyone who just keep on supporting the show, and they've been like really making sure to push us and constantly asking us, yo, what's the next podcast? So
yes.
Soon link.
Yes, of course.
But I think my word would be like, as you say, just remember who you are. Remember what your history is.
Yes.
If it needs you to go deeper, then you have to go deeper and read and to know what your history is all about.
Yes, loving it.
Once you realize where you're coming from, then you get a bigger picture of where you're going to.
Yes, you have to know where we're coming from to know exactly where we're going. Give thanks for you, Vinny. Papa Vinny from Lay's Reggae in Nairobi, Kenya. Keep the link. We're going to continue to just keep this growing and keep the love sharing. Yes, thank you so much, and I look forward to touching base with you again.
Blessings.
Bless up. One love to you. Kenya, Nairobi, asante sana. Okay. Up. Up. Yes. Bounce. Bounce. Yeah, so that was Vinny, Puppa Vinny out from Nairobi, Kenya, lays the reggae. And yeah, let's let bounce. Survival plan by Big Youth. Rise up, yep, up, level up, yep. What one, darlings? All is well. I'm checking in the view. Yeah. Alright, level, check that down. So bless up. There was Puppa Vinny from out of Nairobi, Kenya, and we took level. And we talked about the state of what was going on in Kenya right now during the quarantine. Some people are getting help, some people aren't. We're sending so much love to you out there, Puppa Vinny, and all your family and all your friends. What was interesting as well is that he is a student, was a student in Africa, but wasn't taught about African history. It took reggae music, a song by Beenie Man, to spark the interest of Mansa Musa, who was a king and the richest man on earth at one point in history, yeah? So that was very, very interesting. Coming up next, we're gonna play this tune, and we'll come right back to finish up the reasoning, the black reasoning and ting and ting. Thank you so much. Heart of love, heart of love. Next is Anthony B. Cause the damage already done. Cause the damage already done. Alright, so that's an hour show, ladies and gentlemen, darlings or darlings. Join me on IG next for some one-on-one after the show reasoning thing, right? Remember your blackness, remember your melanin, remember you are Asiatic, Kushite, Moor. You're not just a black girl, you're not just a black boy, you're not a Negro. You ain't no Negro. Let them tell you that go with that Negro thing. I have life, I have somebody. Do you know what the definition of Negro is? It means neither this nor that. It means something without life. I have life, I am this and I am that. I am Asiatic, Kushite, Moor. I am Queen Dionne Adessa, darling, from the Connect to Jam show. You are locked in, like, follow, share. Follow us on YouTube. On Friday, every single competition giveaway happens on a Friday, all right? So stay tuned. We are going to take you out, like, share, Connect to Jam. Queen Adessa, darling, is who I am.
Adessa got the mind of a winner. It goes outside you. Yeah, and let the night guide you.
Oh, you got the mind? Join me on IG right now. I'm going over to IG, the Connect to Jam Show page on IG. Let's chat up. Health and strength to all nations through positive vibrations.
Reggae sensation, connecting generations.
Health and strength to all nations through positive vibrations.
Positive vibrations,
Positive vibrations. Health and strength to all nations through positive vibrations.
Big up yourself, Dionne Adessa, the Connect to Jam show. I am Bassa says so. You're large. Boom!
I am Bassa. Big up your damn self. Meet me right now on IG for after the show discussion. Anything you want to talk about one-on-one, I might call you in on the live too, alright? IG, the Connect to Jam show page. This is Queen Dionne Adessa, darling.